The story of Microsoft begins with two friends, Bill Gates and Paul Allen, in 1970s Seattle. Fascinated by computers, they dreamed of a future where computers would be in every home. At the time, computers were massive, expensive, and inaccessible to most people. Gates and Allen saw an opportunity to change that. They spent countless hours learning to code, often sneaking into university labs to practice. Their obsession with software set them apart. In 1975, Allen spotted an article about the Altair 8800, a new microcomputer. The Altair needed software, and Gates and Allen decided to create a version of BASIC for it. They didn't even have an Altair to test on, they wrote the code anyway. Allen flew to Albuquerque to demo their BASIC interpreter for MITS, the Altair's creators. Miraculously, it worked on the first try. MITS licensed their software and Microsoft was born. They set up shop in Albuquerque, naming their company Microsoft. The early days were tough but exciting, with a handful of employees working long hours. Their mission, a computer on every desk and in every home, running Microsoft software. They kept improving BASIC and licensing it to other computer makers. Each new deal grew their reputation in business. Microsoft's foundation was built, line by line, code by code. The company's vision and relentless drive set the stage for what was to come. From a tiny office, they began shaping the future of personal computing. Their ambition was clear, even if the world didn't see it yet. Microsoft's journey had just begun. The seeds of a tech empire were planted in that garage. The world would never be the same. By 1980, the personal computer market was heating up. IBM, the giant of mainframes, wanted to enter the PC market and needed an operating system. After another deal fell through, IBM turned to Microsoft. Gates and Allen saw the opportunity, but Microsoft didn't have an OS to sell. Instead of turning IBM away, Gates promised he could deliver. He found a small company with an OS called QDOS, bought it for $75,000, and rebranded it as MS-DOS. The real genius was in the deal's structure. Gates insisted on licensing MS-DOS to IBM, not selling it outright. This allowed Microsoft to license MS-DOS to other PC makers as well. As IBM-compatible clones flooded the market, Microsoft's software became the industry standard. Soon, nearly every PC ran MS-DOS. Licensing revenue poured in, fueling Microsoft's explosive growth. The IBM deal didn't just make Microsoft successful, it made them the gatekeepers of the PC world. This single decision changed the entire tech industry. Microsoft's influence grew with every new PC sold. The company's future was secured by this masterstroke. Gates' boldness and business savvy paid off. Microsoft was no longer a small player, they were now a force to be reckoned with. The PC era had a new leader. MS-DOS was a hit, but it wasn't user-friendly. Bill Gates saw the future in graphical user interfaces, inspired by Xerox PARC and Apple's Macintosh. In 1985, Microsoft launched Windows 1.0, a graphical shell for MS-DOS. It introduced menus, icons, and a mouse, but it was slow and lacked software. Critics dismissed it, but Microsoft kept improving. The breakthrough came with Windows 3.0 in 1990. It featured a vibrant interface, better memory management, and multitasking. Users could run multiple programs at once, boosting productivity. Windows 3.0 was pre-installed on most new PCs, cementing Microsoft's dominance. Even Solitaire played a role, teaching users how to use a mouse. Windows 3.1 followed, selling millions of copies. Microsoft's partnership with hardware makers grew stronger. Windows became the standard for PC interfaces. The company's vision for accessible computing was realized. Microsoft's software was now everywhere. The GUI Revolution made computers mainstream. Microsoft's next leap was just around the corner. The world was ready for Windows. The mid-90s made Microsoft a household name with the launch of Windows 95. It was a complete operating system, introducing the Start menu and taskbar. The launch was a cultural phenomenon, with midnight lines and massive marketing. Windows 95 sold millions in weeks, cementing Microsoft's desktop monopoly. Meanwhile, the internet was emerging. Gates initially underestimated it, but quickly pivoted Microsoft's focus. Microsoft bundled Internet Explorer with Windows 95, challenging Netscape. This move sparked the browser wars. Internet Explorer's inclusion gave it a huge advantage. Its market share soared, overtaking Netscape. Microsoft's strategy was effective, but controversial. Regulators accused Microsoft of anti-competitive practices. The company's dominance drew government scrutiny. The browser wars changed the software landscape. Microsoft's next challenge was looming. By the late 90s, Microsoft was on top, but its aggressive tactics caught up with it. In 1998, the US government filed a major antitrust lawsuit, accusing Microsoft of abusing its monopoly. The trial was public and intense, exposing internal strategies. In 2000, a judge ruled against Microsoft, initially ordering a breakup. A settlement in 2001 imposed restrictions, but kept the company intact. Even as it fought legal battles, Microsoft looked for new markets. The company entered gaming, launching the Xbox in 2001. Competing with Sony and Nintendo, Xbox was a bold move. Halo Combat Evolved became a hit, driving console sales. Xbox Live introduced online gaming to consoles, setting a new standard. Microsoft became a major player in gaming. The Xbox division would grow into a key part of the company. Microsoft's resilience and ambition kept it moving forward. The company was ready for the next era. The 2000s brought a new shift: cloud computing. Instead of local software, services could run from massive data centers. Amazon led the way, but Microsoft saw the future. In 2010, Microsoft launched Windows Azure, offering businesses cloud infrastructure. Adoption was slow at first, but things changed under new CEO Satya Nadella in 2014. Nadella made cloud a top priority, shifting Microsoft's focus from Windows to services on any platform. Azure grew rapidly, expanding into AI, IoT, and more. Microsoft invested billions in global data centers. Azure became the world's #2 cloud provider behind AWS. The cloud transformed Microsoft's business and future. The company was no longer just about PCs. Microsoft's pivot to the cloud ensured its relevance. A new era of growth had begun. Microsoft's growth strategy evolved under Satya Nadella. The company made bold acquisitions to strengthen its ecosystem. In 2016, Microsoft bought LinkedIn for $26.2 billion, integrating professional data with its software. In 2018, it acquired GitHub, the world's largest platform for developers, embracing open source. These moves gave Microsoft influence in business networking and software development. In 2022, Microsoft announced its biggest deal, acquiring Activision Blizzard for $68.7 billion. This made Microsoft a gaming powerhouse, with franchises like Call of Duty and World of Warcraft. The acquisitions built new pillars for Microsoft's empire. LinkedIn, GitHub, and Activision Blizzard expanded Microsoft's reach. The company became indispensable to professionals, developers, and gamers. Nadella's vision reshaped Microsoft's future. Strategic purchases fueled growth and innovation. Microsoft's empire was stronger than ever. Microsoft set its sights on the next wave: artificial intelligence. Satya Nadella saw AI as the key to future productivity and innovation. Microsoft partnered deeply with OpenAI, investing billions and gaining exclusive access to its models. The partnership accelerated with the rise of ChatGPT. Microsoft integrated OpenAI's technology across its products, launching Copilot as an AI assistant. Copilot helped users write, summarize, and create, changing how people interact with software. AI became central to Microsoft's cloud business, driving demand for Azure's computing power. Azure OpenAI service let businesses use advanced AI securely. Microsoft became the go-to platform for enterprise AI. The company's investment in AI fueled new growth. Microsoft's leadership in AI set it apart in the tech world. The partnership with OpenAI positioned Microsoft at the forefront of the AI revolution. The future was being built on Microsoft's cloud. Today, Microsoft stands as a global tech titan. From a garage startup to a leader in cloud, AI, and gaming, its journey is legendary. CEO Satya Nadella transformed the company's culture and strategy. Microsoft's strength now rests on 3 pillars: productivity software, cloud infrastructure, and personal computing. Microsoft 365 and Teams keep businesses connected worldwide. Azure powers the digital economy and leads in AI innovation. The gaming division, with Xbox and Activision Blizzard, is a content powerhouse. Windows remains a profitable foundation for the PC ecosystem. Microsoft's diversified business makes it resilient and influential. The company continues to shape the digital future. Microsoft's story is far from over.